Go, go, go. She always be talking like she no.
That shit is ass, bro. That's ass.
Go, go.
Okay, go.
She always be talking like she no.
YouTube, we back with another video, man. Today we got the 5 levels of industry plant. Now look, chat, I'm not an industry plant, but that's exactly what an industry plant would say. But look, you can tell, bro, by my viewers and by my subscribers, bro, and by my watch time, I am not an industry plant, bro. I'm a real ass nigga, bro. I'm a real human, but that is what an industry plant would say. Now look, chat, we got Ice Spice up here. We got Switney. This is Switney Cena, right? I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is either. She look like she's from like the Hunger Games or something. And then we got Drake. Okay, there's a lot of things we can say about Drake. We're gonna get straight into this video though. Before we do, you feel me? We gonna learn about what is an industry plant. We gonna learn about the 5 levels, get you some snacks, get you some drinks, get comfortable. You feel me? Drop a like on the video. Thank you for tapping in. 3, 2, 1.
Every day gotta thank God, baby. Can't you see that nigga blessing us?
Every time an artist blows up overnight, the internet does what the internet does best. The term industry plant gets thrown around so much now that, I mean, it's hard to even know what it means anymore. See, there's levels to this. And let's start with the ones who hide it best.
Okay.
The organic.
Step on the glass, staple your tongue.
Now look, bro. Okay, what the fuck was that? Okay, now look. A lot of people are fans of Billie Eilish. I like Billie Eilish too, but like, you know, my homeboy and me, we both agree on this thing about Billie Eilish. I feel like Billie Eilish is just like, I feel like she sold her soul, bro. I feel like she really is demonic. Like, she really is an industry plant. You feel me? And this is level 1, the organic plant. You feel me? Like, it's something off about her, bro. Do y'all agree or do y'all think I'm tripping? What y'all think?
Organic.
Step on the glass, staple your tongue.
These are the artists who still need you to believe that they started from nothing. The story has to feel real. The struggle, the discovery, the breakthrough, the indie darlings who got lucky with a viral moment. But if you look closer, their bedroom is in a $1 million house that their parents own, or that viral moment was coordinated by PR agents and label executives. They keep the aesthetics of DIY, but behind the scenes, there was professional management going on the whole time, even before you knew their name. Artists like Billie Eilish.
I've wanted to do this like my whole life, so I'm a little shaky.
Now, she's talented, but the whole "we recorded Ocean Eyes in my brother's bedroom" thing, that's not the whole story. What they don't mention is Phineas was already working in the music industry. Their mom was an actress, their dad was in bands, they grew up in LA, already around the entertainment industry. Billie was even homeschooled specifically so she could pursue music.
You grew up homeschooled?
Yeah.
Did that shape who you are and who you will be? Because
yeah.
And by the time Ocean Eyes dropped, Phineas had already written and produced for other artists. He had a manager, he understood how the machine worked. Interscope didn't just stumble on him on SoundCloud. The setup was already there. See, there was this guy named Danny Rukerson who became her manager. And Danny was business partners with Brandon Goodman. And Brandon managed Fall Out Boy. So Billie already had deep industry connections from the start. See, the organic plant, they're the smartest plays because they keep the indie credibility while having major label resources. They play it cool. That's not the case with level 2.
All right, chat. That was cool. That was cool. This is level 2, the obvious. Now look, chat. This is the Kid Leroy, y'all. This is an industry plant, chat. I like his music though, but he is a plant. I don't know who this is. Now look, ain't this Iggy Azalea? Yeah, this is Iggy. This is 100% a plant for sure. Ice Spice. Now look, chat. This is the biggest plant here, bro. Literally, she looks like a plant. This is the plant, bro. She needs to be stopped in chat. Her music isn't even good, bro. Name 3 Ice Spice songs right now, bro. Do it. If not, you die. Like, now look, you got Munch. That's one song. What else she got? She got she a baddie. That's not the title of it. That's my point exactly, bro. Name one person who's riding around in their car really bumping Ice Spice. I've never seen anybody in their car bumping Ice Spice, bro, in my life. I've never seen nobody driving around doing that. Now, watch somebody do that, though, tomorrow. Watch somebody do that just because I spoke into existence. But let's see what he's talking about. Come on.
The obvious. These are the artists who don't exist one day, and then the next day, they're on every playlist. The push is so aggressive that even casual listeners notice that something's a little off. You see them on festival lineups before they have a fan base, getting late night TV slots before they have a catalog, collaborating with A-listers on their second single. The machine gives them all the signs of success before they've even earned it. They'll have 50 million streams, but you never heard anybody play their music in real life. They're trending on X, but nobody's actually talking about them. They're everywhere and nowhere at the same time. They're betting that if they push hard enough and fast enough, eventually fans will follow. Most of the time it doesn't work, or it only works temporarily. But when it does work, it works fast. Now, she's cliche to talk about at this point, but the artist most people talk about in this category has to be Ice Spice.
Once again, Ice Spice.
She went from unknown to featuring with major artists in a few months. Munch dropped in August of 2022, and by October, she was already being called the Princess of Rap. And then she was at the Met Gala by May. Also, her music video blew up on World Star Hip Hop, and I can tell you, being in the music industry myself, World Star charges big money to feature you. But if you look even...
Hey, she look good though, chat. I can't even lie to y'all, bro. A lot of people don't think Ice Spice is attractive. Let me just be honest, bro. She's sexy.
Closer than that, her label 10K Projects is run by Elliot Grange. And Elliot is the son of Lucian Grange, who runs Universal Music Group. So it's not just the money, it's also the access and every door being open for you at the same time.
Ooh.
Another one is...
Hold on, chat. I'm locked in on the video, y'all, but let me just, hold on.
It's also the access and every door being open for you at the same time. Another one is...
You're welcome, bro. Drop a like on the video, bro. See, come on. She thick as hell.
Kid Leroy.
Go, go, go. She always be talking like she no.
That shit is ass, bro. That's ass.
Go, go.
Okay, go, go, go.
She always be talking like she no.
What's next, nigga? What's the next lyric? This shit is buzz.
Now, he's a controversial one because there's signs of him being an industry plant, but his upbringing and his start in the music industry is pretty highly debated. It's hard to really know for sure. First off, his dad was a music producer and sound engineer, and his mom was a talent manager. And after some digging, I found out that she started a management company called Mama Capone Management to help Kid Leroy and the people he was working with get on the map. And it goes a little bit deeper because the claim is that he grew up in poverty in the ghettos of Australia. But some of these early photos I found...
Chat, this is not the ghetto, bro. This is not, sir. Why do people want to be from the trenches so bad? Why people want to be black so bad, bro? Just say you had a great family, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. I respect people. I'm not gonna give you no respect from being from the hood or no respect from being from the suburbs. Like, bro, claim where you're from, dog. Like,
yeah, of course, I wasn't there, so we still can't say for sure. But between the Juice WRLD features and the Justin Bieber collabs, it felt like he was being marketed as the next global superstar out of nowhere.
It did.
The most recent person people like to throw in this category is Doechii. Now, when you factor in her versatility and her stage presence, I think it's hard to say that she's not talented or doesn't deserve recognition. But everything was just so aggressive with her rise that people were calling her a plant before giving her a chance. So she signed to TDE, Kendrick's label. They're an independent label.
I like that outfit.
But they got ties with the big three record companies, Sony, Universal, and Warner. She basically went from up-and-coming artist to winning a Grammy for Best Rap Album overnight. And her rise seems legit when you first look into it because at one point, she just seemed like your average YouTuber that was on the come-up. But it's pretty clear that she's had some big label backing before we all knew who she was. It's one thing to develop an artist's talents and skills, but it's another thing to spend major label money on plays and views. But what happens when an artist presents themselves as not having any money and no family and being 16 in the middle of Miami? Amethyst Amelia Kelly, aka Iggy Azalea.
First things first, I'm the realist. Drop this and let the whole world feel it.
A white...
She don't, bro. That don't even sound right, bro. This sounds horrible. She does not sound like the realist, bro. She sounds like she's trying to pretend to be Nicki Minaj, bro. Don't that sound like a Nicki line, bro? This sounds just like Nicki Minaj, bro. Just a white lady saying
Amethyst Amelia Kelly, aka Iggy Azalea.
First things first, I'm the realist. Drop this and let the whole world feel it.
Bro, you're not black, bro. You're not Nicki Minaj, dog. You are not Nicki Minaj. Bro, I love Nicki Minaj too, bro. Don't claim her shit. Be yourself.
First things first, I'm the realist. Drop this and let the...
And look how she posing, bro. Look at all these white women dancing. This is cringy. This is cringy as fuck. Who's really playing her shit, bro? Why is she famous? Like, bro, I know I'm on her ass right now. I know I'm like, but like, bro, I don't like when people don't be themselves, bro. And look at this pose. She looks nasty. Like,
Whole world feel it.
A white girl from Australia, but you would never know that from listening to her fake urban Southern accent.
Better check my tax bracket. What you think was gonna happen? Nagging, now he's leaving, and y'all broke up like madmen.
that shit weak. That's funny. What
She
the
became
fuck?
obsessed with Southern hip hop. And during that time, it was so different and unexpected,
Yeah.
T.I. couldn't help but roll out the red carpet for her. I mean, he signed her, and they basically constructed an entire persona. They got her on big interviews, featured with major artists like Charlie XCX, and the machine took off from there. At first, everybody embraced her, even the black community. She was invited to the cookout, as we like to say. But as time went on and racial tension started to flare back up in America, she got caught up in the culture vulture conversations. And once the culture rejected her, I mean, Machine couldn't save her. Some of it started with the feud between Iggy Azalea and Azalea Banks after Iggy won Best Rap Album at the Grammys.
You know what I mean? That Iggy Azalea shit is not better than any fucking black girl that's rapping today, you know? And when they give those awards out, because the Grammys are supposed to be like accolades for artistic excellence, you get what I mean? Iggy Azalea is not excellent.
The theys purchase things that they see themselves in, right? And businesses capitalize on that.
And that's fine. So put her in the pop category. Put her with Katy Perry and put her and Miley Cyrus in the same fucking box together.
Don't put her in hip hop.
Don't put her in hip hop.
But she's rapping over a beat though.
But just because she's not singing does not mean it's rap music.
Ultimately, this all led up to Iggy Azalea quitting music and becoming an OF model and a crypto entrepreneur. I think she knew she couldn't keep it up,
Lord have mercy, bro.
especially when hip-hop legend.
Why is that, bro? This world is so demonic and fucked up. Why is that everybody's out? Like, that's everybody's finish line, bro. Become an OF model and just start selling your body, bro. Like, bro, that's how you're like, let me break it down for you right quick. I'm gonna unpause the video. We're gonna get back into it. But, bro, look, when you become an OF model, you feel me? You feel me? You're leading other people to temptation. You feel me? You're making them lustful. You're making them, you feel me? They're like, bro, it's demonic, bro. You're leading other people to hell. You feel me? And now you got to repent for all those people you sent to hell. You see what I'm saying, chat? You feel me? Or maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm tweaking. But that's how I look at it.
It's like Q-Tip started coming out and talking about it. But it goes to show when an industry plan is too obvious, especially when it's built around a gimmick, sometimes the downfall can be just as quick as the rise. The puppet.
All right, here go level 3 chat. Okay. Now look, chat, this right here, this is an industry plant, chat. Sydney Sweeney, she is crazy, bro. Like, this is demonic, bro. I don't know who this is. And I do not know who this is. She got a cake full of makeup, though, bro. This is nasty. She look like the wife from Chucky, if you know what I'm talking about.
Now, the puppet is where it gets dark and where I might make some people mad. But these are the artists who became what the industry wanted them to be and not necessarily what they wanted to be. Sabrina Carpenter and Katy Perry deserve honorable mentions here, but if you want to see a full inside look on their stories, I'll link my videos in the show notes. Both of them had mediocre to average success in music until the industry overlords got a hold of them and changed everything about them. Katy Perry was a gospel artist, and Sabrina was a wholesome Disney child star. Another artist a lot of people talk about in this category would be Tate McRae. Now, if there was ever a person literally bred to be a pop star, it's probably Tate. Tate has actually been famous since she was around 8 years old. Not for music, but she was internationally known as a dancer. Her mom owned a dance company and had Tate in training since she was around 6. Now, everything blew up for her after she posted a YouTube video of her singing an original song called One Day, which has blown up to over 40 million views.
Crazy.
I've understood that you will never be mine.
Now, usually you wouldn't label this kind of rise as industry plant.
That was good.
Justin Bieber got the same kind of start on YouTube. But her brand shift is where the water gets a little muddy. She had pretty good success as the bedroom singer-songwriter, but even pop fans got caught off guard by her sexy pop diva rebrand. But who we really got to talk about is Lady Gaga. Stephanie Germanotta was...
Bro, I haven't heard Lady Gaga name in so long. I damn near forgot she was ever a thing, bro. But shout out to Lady Gaga, though. You feel me? I always liked her name when I was growing up, bro, because I call my grandma Gaga. You feel me? I was like, oh, shit, Lady Gaga. It's like, oh, shit.
Playing piano in New York dive bars in 2005. She was doing jazz standards and just wearing normal clothes. And then she got signed to Def Jam at 19, but she got dropped after 3 months.
Damn.
L.A. Reid, he literally signed her and forgot about her. He just wasn't that interested. He thought she was too normal and too boring, not that marketable. So after that, Gaga changed everything. She was ready to be what the industry wanted her to be. She started studying what worked, what got attention. She analyzed Madonna's career. She dumbed down her skills, simplified everything, and focused on one goal: fame. By 2007,
Yeah,
she was a completely different person. She was...
Yeah, because, Chad, when you dumb down your skills, bro, like, if you go ask Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, bro, like, when they be talking about their lyrics, they was like, Cardi B, this is literally what Cardi B said. She said, make it really simple. Don't, like, even if you're the best lyricist, bro, like, you're saying the best stuff, people won't be able to understand that. Everybody, so a lot of people are dumb and stupid. They won't be able to catch that. So you got to make a simple bar, bro. Like, it's some hoes in this house. It's some hoes in this house. Bro, even a little ass kid can understand what's happening. Like, that easy ass lyric, bro. That's not bars, bro. That's just like some slutty demonic shit. It's some hoes. Hey, wet ass good. Make that pull out game. And bro, that song, bro, it got millions of views, bro. It's in my head right now. Make it simple, bro. Like, so I don't know, bro. She figured it out, though. They figured it out.
Go-go dancing, setting her hairspray on fire. She wasn't Stephanie anymore. She met her producer, Red One, and got hooked up with Akon, and they just went straight up synth pop. But the interesting thing is, she never really hid that she was just playing a character. But usually there's a consequence that comes with not being yourself.
I think people, real fans, probably knew deep down that there was something going on.
You know, letting go of who I was before, and I don't mean becoming, you know, Lady Gaga and leaving that behind. That's not what I mean by that. What I mean is you know, my life is different now.
The whole Joanne era is where
sure.
the cracks really started to show. She tried to strip down the sound and perform more as Stephanie than Lady Gaga. It was her trying to find herself again. But the public didn't want Stephanie. They wanted the monster. They wanted the spectacle, because that's what sells. But what if you could sell your music whether it was good or not? That's the case for level 4.
All right, chat. Level 4, bro. Now, look, this is Willow Smith. We got Jade Smith. What is his name? Jade? That's not, no, Jaden. Yeah, Jaden Smith. Who is this, chat? She looked familiar, bro. I know who that is, but I can't put my tongue on it. And then we got Drake. Now, look, bro, I would have put Drake at level 5, bro, but yeah, I would put Drake at level 5. Now, look, chat. Willow is an industry plant, but at the same time, she does have some good music. I've heard some of Willow's music. I like it. This nigga, Jaden Smith, bro, this nigga needs to be stopped, bro. This nigga wasn't good since Karate Kid. I love this nigga on Karate Kid when he had the braids, but that's all he ever should have been. Like, he should have just been an actor. Like, don't become a rapper. He should have just stayed an actor, bro. Like, what if we seen Jaden in like new movies nowadays? Like that would be cool. But I find him weird now. He's weird to me now. And Drake is a you know, we know what Drake is, bro.
The Nepo baby.
Okay.
These artists were industry before they were even artists. They grew up in recording studios. They had dinner with label executives, got babysat by other pop stars. They'll talk about their journey, their struggle, their grind, but they had access to producers, writers, studios, nannies. They could fail as much as they want and still get another shot. The Nepo baby has mommy and daddy to give them every opportunity they need. Failure is not possible. Willow and Jaden Smith were destined before they were even born. Willow dropped Whip My Hair at 10 years old on Rock Nation. And then she got to quit music.
That song was great. Willow's actually good, y'all.
Because it was too much pressure. Then she got to come
I
back
wear my
whenever
hair
she
back
felt
and
like
forth.
it. She could experiment with rock and indie, whatever sound she wanted because, I mean, failing had no consequence. Then you got Blue Ivy. Now, she did a good job voice acting on Mufasa, but should she really have a Grammy?
Blue, congratulations. You won a Grammy tonight. I'm so proud of you.
And your mom is Beyonce.
That's crazy.
It don't matter what should be.
Welcome back to Disney Channel. You're watching ATW Miami. Drop a like on the video, bro. Come on, man.
That's crazy, chat. Fuck
now,
no,
the next
bro.
Nepo baby might surprise some
That's
of you guys,
crazy.
But yes, Drake is a Nepo baby. The most talented one for sure, but if you don't believe me, I think it's time that we actually meet the Grahams. So, his dad, Dennis Graham, was a drummer who worked with Jerry Lee Lewis. Jerry Lee Lewis was one of the pioneers for rock and roll. Then you got his uncle, Larry Graham, who was a singer himself, and he was a bass player for Sly and the Family Stones, one of the most famous funk groups of all time. And then you got his other uncle, Teenie Hodges, who was a songwriter and guitar player for Al Green.
That's cool.
Drake was playing on Degrassi and making 50 grand a year when he was a teenager. When that ended, he had money and connections that could fund his own mixtapes. Now, started from the bottom is great branding, but the bottom was middle class with industry connections.
I'm not, chat. I'm not mad at that come up, bro. I'm not mad at this. I don't feel like this is too industry. I mean, you feel me? He was working. You feel me? I don't. Yeah.
The most successful.
How y'all feel?
Possibly the saddest of them all is level 5, the super plant.
All right, chat. The super plant. Okay. Now look, y'all. I agree. Y'all can't see her face. This is a plant. I don't know who this is, and this is just a K-pop nigga. Like, I think he's from BTS or something. I love BTS, but I don't love him that much, though. And this is a Korean K-pop star. I don't know who she is either, though, but let's see what he got to say, bro. Don't he and her look the same? Don't they both look like females, bro? Oh my
The super plant is as close to a robot as you can get. They don't write their own music. They don't choose their image. They don't control their social media. They show up, perform the role they've been given, and then they just collect a percentage. Most of them started from childhood and have even been put through development programs. There's people that control what they eat, control what they say. They'll pretend to date somebody just because it's good for their image. Their whole life becomes content. And sadly, they're the ones that usually have the most trauma and depression and mental health issues. Britney Spears is probably the most tragic example of the super plant. When Britney was on the Mickey Mouse Club, it was basically an all-star training camp. You had Christina Aguilera, Justin Timberlake, Ryan Gosling. They were all kids being groomed for stardom. But when Britney signed with Jive Records when she was 15, they created the whole package for her. Britney could actually sing, but they were giving her baby voice pop songs. And then they even controlled her virginity, because she wasn't a virgin, but they told her she had to tell the public that, so she could stay pure.
I'm just wondering how you feel about all the constant speculation about your virginity, whether you are a virgin or not.
Bro, that's so crazy. People are asking, are you a virgin or not? Like, bro, get out of my business. It's crazy how, like, staying pure, like, that's weird from the public. It's like, that's like some pedo shit from the public, ain't it?
All the constant speculation about your virginity, whether you are
That's
a
weird.
virgin or not.
I really wish I would have never said anything to begin with, because I'm kind of stuck in this little place where people are always asking me. But, you know, that's just something that's part of growing up, and that's just something that we all have to deal with, so.
They wanted to keep that young and innocent vibe, but at the same time, they were marketing her to be provocative. By the time she was in her prime, she had been in the industry so long that she was already starting to lose herself. She got married for 2 days. She beat up a car with an umbrella, shaved her head. The constant pressure of being one of the most famous people on the planet, I mean, it completely took over. The conservatorship made it even worse. She was unfit to control her own life, but fit enough to release albums and generate millions of dollars. Then K-pop takes this to a whole nother level. They treat music like it's an Olympic sport. They take 12-year-olds and they call them trainees. They keep them in dorms and they make them practice 16 hours a day. They give them personality types. And then in the end, when the company can't make a profit off of them anymore, they disband the group. But the Asian music markets, what they tend to do is they learn from the American music market of the past, because this goes all the way back to NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys. Both of the groups were put together by Lou Pearlman. He was a music manager who both of the groups actually ended up suing in the end. But he held auditions and he picked the members of the group, gave them the music, told them what words to sing. He even did a whole marketing campaign where he put the groups against each other. And the worst of it all, in the contracts, he put himself as one of the members of the group and was stealing money from them. But at the end of the day, the super plant pretty much has no control. Now, there's quite a few artists I didn't get a chance to talk about in the video. So let me know in the comments who you think is an industry plant that I...
Now look, chat, that's the end of the video. Who else do y'all think is the industry plant, chat? Who else, bro? Like, you can name some hood rappers. Comment down in the comment section who y'all think is an actual industry plant, bro. And let me know, do you think, am I a plant? And I'm not, bro. I promise you I'm not, bro. I have no views, no subscribers. Bro, I am the opposite of an industry plant, nigga. Like, nigga, what? Come on, bro. Like, don't even play with me. Now look, y'all have a good night, stay blessed. Ben's rest of it on my channel. We out this bit, bro. W video. I love y'all. Have a good night, stay blessed, and we out this bit, twin.